What up, Nashville? This is the Fringe Radio Show on WRFN LP, Pasco, Tennessee. Radio Free Nashville, 103.7 FM on your dial and 107.1 FM in West Nashville. But we're always worldwide at radiofreenashville.org. This is E.T. Thanks for joining me tonight on the Fringe Radio Show. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. A little bit about the station. Radio Free Nashville is a nonprofit organization owned and operated by local people right here in Music City. These local people create programming, design events, and keep the station up and running and on the air. Radio Free Nashville intends to be a community forum for the music, voices, and viewpoints generally ignored or misrepresented by the corporate media. You guys can make a tax-deductible donation to Radio Free Nashville by going to radiofreenashville.org. And if you want to tune in to the show, you can stream it right there. Just scroll down to that Listen Now tab, and you can check out what's going on right here on the Fringe Radio Show. We are sponsored by the Nashville Fringe Festival. Go to NashvilleFringeFestival.org to check us out. Get on that email list, and you'll get that seasonal music sampler we put out each season with music from artists you've heard right here on the Fringe Radio Show. Lots of other things on there. There's interviews, updates on upcoming shows. And if you're interested in becoming an artist on the Fringe Radio Show, send us your information and we'll check you out. The Nashville Fringe Festival exists to celebrate the diversity of Nashville artists and to honor the legends among us who enrich our city and inspire our lives. It's a collective of the arts featuring music, dance, crafts, spoken word, film, and performance art of all varieties. And you can also make a tax-deductible donation to the Fringe Festival by going to NashvilleFringeFestival.org. Again, this is E.T. I'm here every other Monday, the second and fourth Mondays. My co-host Al D is here on those first and third Mondays. We appreciate you guys for tuning in and hope you continue to do so and help us keep spreading the word about the Nashville Fringe Festival and the unity that we're trying to celebrate and the diversity of all the talented people that we have right here in the Music City. Tonight on the show, I got a special guest with me in studio tonight. I was going to say from Virginia, but you've really been all around. But this is Mr. VA. Mr. VA, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
What's up, E.T., man? I greatly appreciate you for bringing me on, man. Such an honor.
Hey, glad to have you here. My boy Al D, reached out to me and said that you've been reaching out to him. And anybody who knows anything about music in Nashville, if you're trying to network, Al D is the man to know. So, we'd like to open the show and give you an opportunity to tell the listeners about yourself. So tell us a little bit about Mr. VA, kind of where you're from, what you're doing, and what you got going on.
Man, I go by the name of Mr. VA, self-explanatory. I'm from Virginia, 757, South Side. Got a lot of family out there. Grew up out there just doing music and grew up in a church environment, playing the drums in church. That's how I got into music. My uncle had a church and always listened and followed the drums in it. So that's what led me to producing music.
Man, I tell you what, you had to have some coordination to play some drums because you got four things doing all something different, and I'm always envious of people that can play the drums because I'm just not that coordinated. Yeah. All right, so you grew up in that environment, and I always say this is why I'm a big believer of music in schools because as a kid when you get exposed to that kind of art, it really just opens up your world to a whole lot of other things, and that's what I try to do with my kids. And I think most of the people that I've talked to had some sort of influence like that at a younger age, and that was instilled in them, and they grew from there. So, but that's dope. So you're from Virginia. Now, you also told me before the show you spent some time in California. Now you're in Tennessee. So take me along your journey, kind of where you've been and when you were there.
Oh, man. Went out to California when I was about 16. Got into the music scene. I was in LA, Los Angeles. Shout out to all my LA people. 818 in the Valley, San Fernando Valley. Grew up out there. Half of my team in California, half in Virginia.
Yeah.
And that's where I started the movement in California, actually. And it's just been spreading. Been networking and building a team, then building artists. Got some artists in California that I work with as well. And ended up out here in Tennessee 3-4 years ago. I've been networking out here, building up the fan base, and everything's been looking good. Nashville been showing me so much love. I greatly appreciate Nashville, and it's been awesome, man.
So what brought you to Tennessee?
Oh, man, one of my friends is that I met in high school in California. He's from Nashville. My boy, Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. I love you, bro. He's actually in the Army right now. Well, actually got out the Army. Just started reporting. Been doing this thing. And he brought me out here. I went back home to Virginia. Then he brought me to Tennessee, told me come out here. So I've been out here ever since. And just been doing it. I love it, man.
So I always ask this of my guests that are from, I mean, typically almost everybody you meet in the music scene in Nashville is not from Nashville. Al D is one of those few homegrown people from right here in Nashville. So I'm always curious about what were the scenes like in the places you were at, and then how do they compare with coming to Tennessee and what we have here?
In Virginia, man, it's a good scene. More recently, it's got a lot more open. More people starting to collaborate with each other. I grew up listening to, the Missies and the Pharrells and the Timberlands. That was more of my influences on music. But you got a lot of unsigned artists out there that's just grinding. A lot of talented people come from Virginia. And it's just a good vibe. It's a good thing. I go back there and I network with some of the artists and collaborate with them. And it's a good thing, man. I love Virginia. That's where I'm from.
And then you went to Cali, so you went from straight East Coast all the way to the West Coast. I mean, talk about cross country. So what was it like in Cali? I mean, I know L.A. is such a large city and so many things going on. What was the scene like when you were there?
Man, Cali, man, it's beautiful, man. I love Cali as well. But Cali is, I'm going to be honest, Cali is a good music scene, but Cali is more for the film industry. Yeah. You get more of that out there, but they do have a lot of opportunities and a lot of resources for music out there. A lot of artists out there get their music in the films. They do a lot of scoring out there. So if you're in LA, looking to getting your music scored in films, that's a good thing. The live music scene in Hollywood is great. A lot of artists out there performing, doing live shows out there. That's why I started at. I started doing shows in Hollywood and performing out there.
Shout out to my man Il Dose out in California, one of the dopest rappers that I know, and he's into the film scene out there, sort of behind the camera doing some work. So just like you said, man, you got to kind of tie it in when you're out there. So full circle, you're here in Tennessee now, and tonight we're going to be playing some music that you brought me, and this is off of your very first EP, and it's called We Made It. So tell me a little bit about this project.
Oh man, this project, man. Put a lot of sweat and blood and tears and sacrifice, so I hope y'all enjoy it once it come out. It's a five song EP as of now. I might add another one on by the time I actually drop it to see how I feel. But right now I got 5 songs that I produce and wrote each song. My single Mr. VA, it's been doing really good. A lot of people have been liking that song. Most of it is just me just doing expressing mainly my ideal of music. Yeah. My idea of music is I'm more of an upbeat party dude, and I just like to turn up.
Yeah,
man.
Keep it live.
Keep it live, man. I like to make people feel good when they listen to music, so that's what I try to do with this album. And,
what music's all about, man. Yeah. Make gives you feelings. So are these tracks that you've kind of had over the years, or is this all new material? Tell me about that.
As any writer, producer, songwriter know, before you get one song, you've been started 8 till you get to that one song. Right. So these songs are probably like the best out of probably like I'd say about 25 songs, 20 songs that I've made, that I started, and I think they all should.
I've got a whole folder of just incomplete tracks that I'm just waiting for that one to really grab my ear and work on. So I understand
to answer
that.
Your question, it's probably taken me about a good year.
Yeah,
a good year in time frame. So
that's about right. About a year. So as a producer too, because I'm also a producer as well, do you sometimes hear your beats so much that you just want to rhyme on other people's stuff?
Yeah, all the time. So hey, any producer, send me some beats, man. I definitely want to get out of producing for a little bit. I would love to just put some music out that I ain't sit there and produce. So yeah, I would love to get on some other producers' work. So if y'all got some work and y'all like what I do, send it to me. I would love.
I'll have to slide you some tracks, but I'm the same way. I've got beats that are 5-10 years old that I've listened to hundreds, maybe even thousands of times, and at this point, like, they're no good to me. I can't do anything with them. But I'll bring somebody in, and they'll just. They'll bring that music back to life. Yeah. And that's what I really enjoy about producing is I can make something and have one thing in mind for it, and then someone else takes it somewhere totally different.
Hey, old to you, new to me.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely, I'm gonna have to throw you some beats and
let's do it
and see what we can do. So on this EP, you produced the whole thing. Is that correct?
Yeah, I produced every track on it. 5 songs, and I'm happy with it, man. I produced all 5 records on this one.
Well, I know you got some other people that are featured on the EP, and they're part of the Movement Music Group, which is sort of your umbrella, your crew. So tell me about the Movement Music Group. Tell me a little bit of history about how it got started, who's involved, and what you guys got going on.
Oh man, I started this when I was in Cali, say about 2012. With my boy T100, he's still out there in Cali, still representing and holding us down, doing his thing out there too. Shouts out to 100. And came out here to Tennessee, met a couple more artists. My boy Kenneth Hampton, he's known out there in Hendersonville. He does a lot of he performances here in Nashville too. Very talented artist, man. Very talented. Plays the guitar, sings, writes, and does everything. So we just come together. We get in the studio and we make magic, man. We make it work.
Yeah. And you got some singers as well?
Yeah. He's a singer. Actually, I got his younger brother, Cameron Hampton, very talented as well. And it's amazing, man, because these guys, man, and they brothers, and they sound very similar, but they have very different, unique styles of writing music that you can tell when they sing that they're brothers. Mm-hmm. They actually have 2 other sisters that sing too. I'm actually looking to work with them, hopefully in the future, and get the whole family.
Family affair.
Yeah, they like the Jackson 5. They all talented, man. I love it, man.
That's amazing. Yeah. Now, are they from Tennessee?
They not from Tennessee. They're actually from Pittsburgh. Shout out to Pittsburgh. My boy Kenny, he a Pittsburgh fan all the way. Still a fan, but but they based out here in Tennessee, and I've been working with them for about 2-3 years now, and we've been making some good stuff, man.
So they got some stuff in the works too. It's going to be released.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Now, have you guys put together any kind of videos for any of your tracks yet? Are you working on something like that?
Working on something like that. Actually, the Mr. VA single, we actually in the middle of shooting a full video. We did release a promo video. Y'all go check that out. That's on YouTube. The Mr. VA promo video to my single that I got out right now. Give you just a little insight on what we're gonna be working on, our style, our quality. It's a good little teaser. I like it, man, and it's been doing a good thing.
Are you involved in the video side of things too?
I put my little input, but for the most part, I let my guy Jeff. He's from Virginia as well, but he based out here in Nashville. He directs everything. Anytime I'm in front of the camera, man, he take care of me, make me look good. So shout out to Jeff. Nice. No excuses. That's my partner, man. Big up to you. Been doing it up.
So you got this EP now. When is this EP out now, or it's not finished yet? What's the plans with that?
What I'm looking to do is I'm gonna release this my EP. I think the beginning of fall. Is tentative for that. I'm trying to build up this buzz and let more people know who I am and get more people involved in it. And then we're gonna try to release it in the fall time. Hopefully we'll have enough momentum and people know us, and it'll be a good strategy to release it around that time.
Well, speaking of building a buzz, one thing you got to do to build that buzz is get in front of that crowd. And tomorrow night you're actually going to be blessing the stage at the Inn Doors open at 9 o'clock. I think you're going on 10:30, something like that. But I know these events put on by Coast to Coast tend to sell out. So if you guys ain't there at 9 o'clock, you're going to miss out. So tell me about this event that's going on tomorrow night at the end.
Man, I'm super excited about this event tomorrow night, man. If you're in the area, definitely come out to the Inn. If y'all familiar with the Inn, the iconic venue. Doors open at 9. The show gonna start at 10. It's hosted by Big DM. We got celebrity producers in there. Jeffo the Hitmaker. He from Nashville native. We got Ben Play. He produced for Boosie, T.I., a lot of famous rappers out. DJ Q, he gonna be on the ones and twos all night, keeping the music going, keeping everything going. It's gonna be a good time, man. I'm excited. Looking forward to networking with a lot of artists. So if y'all in the area, come out, man. If y'all performing, y'all see me there, come say what's up to me. I would love to meet everybody and in Nashville and just show some love. We're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna hit the stage. I'm gonna turn it up for y'all one time. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great time. Yeah,
the End is definitely one of those places that you gotta perform at. There's a couple of spots like that in Nashville. The End is showing a lot of love to rap and hip hop. So definitely shout out to the End. I know I've blessed the stage there many times, and I'll tell you the first time. You got Exit In over there. You got Cafe Coco over there, which I don't know if you've ever been to Cafe Coco, but that was the first place I ever did anything when I was in Nashville, and it's where I met a lot of people in the hip hop scene in Nashville. And Cafe Coco is just this little, coffee shop with a little hole in the wall stage in the back. But it was really, to be honest, man, it's really where a lot of Nashville hip hop, at least 9-10 years ago, got started and sort of branched out from there. So that place always holds a special place in my heart, and definitely the End too. Done a lot of stuff there and always have a good time there. And they're right around the corner, so you can bounce from one to the other. So you guys come check that out. That's tomorrow night, May 14th at the End. Mr. VA is going to be doing his thing. Get there at 9 o'clock, because if you don't get there at 9 o'clock, you might not get in the door, and you're going to be standing outside wishing that you were in there partying.
And shout out to Coast, too, for having this event here in Nashville. They do these shows, probably like 30 shows a month. It's a good way for artists to get on and create your own little buzz and your own little tour. And they've been doing their thing, well-established company. So shout out to Coast, man. I appreciate y'all.
I know if you want tickets, they got to get them from you, right? I mean, that's the only way to do it, right? Hit me up, man.
Hit me up on the Instagram, DM me directly. I got my street team will come out, drop the tickets off, hit us up, and hurry up before it sell out. That's all I got to say.
Well, go ahead and shout out all your social media. Where can they find you? Stay in tune with what's going on with you and your world.
Man, hit me on the gram. Follow me. I'll follow y'all right back. It's VA_music 757. It's on the gram. My Twitter is VA_2019. Follow me on both of those. I'll hit y'all right back, and that's where I'm most active at. I do got a Facebook music group page. Y'all can go ahead and like that for me. The events are up there. Y'all can stay in contact with us. It's going to give y'all all the news on me, where I'm going to be at for touring. We're going to start this tour this summer. So I definitely want everybody to connect with me, man, and follow me and follow me on this journey. Yeah.
And you have less than 24 hours to get your tickets to this show. So, by the time this show's over, he may have been sold out. Yeah. People are blowing them up right now. So if you guys want your tickets, you better hit up Mr. VA right now if you want a chance to see this show put on by Coast to Coast. Again, tomorrow night, May 14th at the End. Doors open at 9 p.m. Get there at 9 or you might not get in. And I also saw you kind of had just like a little promo on YouTube just about this show. I checked that out. That was dope. So you guys can go on YouTube. What do I got to search to find that little promo you got?
Yeah, man, on my YouTube page, when you find it, it's just search Mr. VA at the End, May 14th. The video should come right up. Like my channel. Actually, subscribe to my channel. Like all the videos. I do the same for y'all.
Now, of these tracks we're going to play tonight, which we're about to jump into some music, are we going to hear some of these tomorrow night at the End?
Yeah, I'm going to definitely jump y'all off with that single, man. I've been getting good feedback on it. I think my fans here in Nashville will be very upset if they don't hear that one from me. So I'm gonna definitely turn that song up for y'all at the end tomorrow night, man. So if y'all downloaded the song, y'all know the words, come rock with me, man. Come rock with me tomorrow night.
Word up. Well, let's jump into some of this music. So up first, we're going to get to the single, Mr. VA. You've been hyping it up, so tell me a little bit about this track that we're about to play.
Man, this is definitely my favorite track off the EP. I've been getting nothing but great feedback off of it. I haven't found one person that don't like this song, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you, E.T. And, I mean, it's just that, man. I let the music speak for itself. If you like to party, you like to turn up, this song is definitely for you. This is one that definitely you can play in your car, you can play in the club, tell them, you know what I mean, when you want to, on your way to work, you know what I mean, you want to have a good day, play this, you know.
So let me ask you before we play it, when it comes to making music, because I'm curious about that creative process with everybody I talk to. Is it the music first and then the music gives you the inspiration, or do you sometimes sort of have an idea of what you're doing and create from there? Tell me about your creative process.
Oh man, being a producer, I usually come up with the music first, and if the music that I come with is right, then I'll write to it. If it's pulling me into it, like, hey, you need to be on this, then I'll write to it. So lately, it's been the music first.
Yeah.
But before I started producing, I started off as a writer, as a rapper. So I was always writing and looking for producers to give me music. But recently, I've been coming up with the music first, and then I'll write the work.
Well, let's check it out. This is the single off the We Made It EP. This is Mr. VA.
Let's go.
Yeah, they call me Mr. VA. Run it back, make a put that then replay. I'm so lit, man, they thought I was the DJ. Yeah, we've been partying and I've been up for 3 days. I'm like, let me see you shake that. Turn up, look at me now. Let me see you shake that. Turn up, look at me now.
I kick Aztec name later. I don't need not one favor. I can tell you broke as hell, so why you worry about my paper? Smoking good, I'm skyscraper. Up in this business, no vibrator. Rolling on me, that's a time saver. Shining bright like a lightsaber. Woo! I run shit like Forrest. Track kicking like Norris. With a foreign chick so gorgeous. Yeah, I party hard like it's Mardi Gras. I can show y'all how to ball. Stay going in like it's no tomorrow,
Yeah, they call me Mr. VA. Run it back, make a put that then replay. I'm so lit, man, they thought I was the DJ. Yeah, we've been partying and I've been up for 3 days. I'm like, let me see you shake that. Turn up, look at me now. Let me see you shake that. Turn up, look at me now.
Get with it, get ran over. Pull up in that Range Rover. Back then they didn't want me, so now these hoes get the cold shoulder. No limit, I've been a soldier. Flow coded in Minnesota. Ballin' now, you can check the quota. Had to tighten up like a Mariota. I kill shit like Jason. She get lower than the basement. Make it rain while she shake it. Yeah, I party hard like it's Mardi Gras. I can show y'all how to ball. Stay going in like it's no tomorrow,
Yeah, they call me Mr. VA. Run it back, make a put that then replay. I'm so lit, man, they thought I was the DJ. Yeah, we've been partying and I've been up for 3 days. I'm like, let me see you shake that. Turn up, look at me now. Let me see you shake that. Turn up, look at me now. Let me see you shake that. Turn up, look at me now. Let me see you shake that. Turn up, look at me now. Yeah, they call me Mr. VA. Run it back, make a put that then replay. I'm so lit, man, they thought I was the DJ. Yeah, we've been partying and I've been up for 3 days. I'm like, let me see you shake that. Turn up, look at me
Man, if I had a video in the studio right now, y'all should have seen the way I was moving in my chair. You talk about getting live, man. That made me want to get up and dance. So I know you guys are feeling that. I know the ladies is out there feeling it too. I already know they shaking it. So, and you're doing that tomorrow night at the end. They're going to get to hear that track, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, ET.
Man.
Yeah, that's the one, man. That's the one everybody going crazy for. So, y'all want to see me do that live, and I've been rehearsing. I've been getting right for y'all. So.
He might have a dance routine. You never know what he's going to come out with. But if you want to party and get live with Mr. VA, you need to be at the end tomorrow night, May 14th. Get there by 9 o'clock because you probably won't get in. And if you want tickets, you need to hit up Mr. VA right now. Don't wait till tomorrow when you're going to show up and you're going to be sad because you're out front not getting in. Hit him up now. He said he will deliver the tickets to you.
I'll come to you.
Yeah, you don't even have to come to him. He'll come to you.
Come to you. Get it right.
That's all you got to do. Well, let's keep things moving with some music. Up next, we got a song called Next to Me. So tell me a little bit about this one.
Next to Me is featuring one of my artists, Cameron Hampton. Very talented kid, man. I love him. A lot of energy. We came together.